Yo, what's going on, you YouTubers? It's the greatest noob, T-Bird325, and I'm coming at you with a video. It's more of a life lesson and more of a rant from a judge's point of view. And I'm going to title it, What Makes a Pro? Or basically, pros versus noobs. What are the differences? How can you spot a pro? How can you spot a noob? How can you spot a scrub? Well, first, before I get into all that, let's throw into some random shout outs. Thanks to everyone who subscribed to the videos, who's actually watching them, because I know that some people aren't exactly watching them. Let's see who have not I tagged. Sup 811, Goku Dude 1, North Shore Bum 09. Wow, I like that one. Sadistic Slayer, coming all the way from Europe, I believe it's Germany, if I'm not mistaken. Spider Beast 123, Confessed 5. I Lazy Cakes. Murmelo Channel, Team Thunderbird, and let's get a couple more from this page here. Team Revolution FD and Grimjo 37. Yes, I watch Bleach too. Haven't done it in a while though. Alright, so I'm just gonna rant maybe about 8 minutes or until I run out of material, because this is unscripted, unrehearsed. First, how can you spot a noob? Here we go. First way to spot a noob is look at their deck. If you see a noob playing, most likely they're gonna have all of their cards look like this. No sleeves. None whatsoever. And the funny thing is, they might actually have really well, popular cards that everyone else wants and are paying $100 to $200 to $300 for, aka Power Duality, Vayu, Dark Arm Dragon Secret Rare First Edition when that first came out, Judgment Dragon when it first came out, what we here in Lake Charles call a noob. We'll just categorize them in that. When they pull from one pack the highest rarity first edition of this really awesome card from a set, and they stuff it in their pocket. I've seen this kid do this. He actually pulled an Ultimate First Edition Vayu, and it went straight into his pocket. No lie. My friend Matt and I were kind of just dumbfounded, just caught in the headlights. I can't believe this kid just did that. He doesn't know what he has. This card is going for, I think back then it was going for about 60. This $60 card just went into this kid's pocket, and it's not gonna come out because his mom is there with him. So it's not like we can actually trade him for it, because they're about to leave anyway. So that's one way you can spot a noob. Another way is, I don't want to get into like personal personal judgments, but the way they dress. A lot of noobs will dress like they just woke up from a bum fight. Now that's not to say, hey, I don't have a lot of money, so I can't afford, Coogee, Bathing Apes, all this name brand stuff. But it's just the fact that sometimes they'll go to card shops or even regionals or Shonen Jump tournaments, and their shirt has like mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise state. It'll have stains on their shirts and a bunch of holes, and it's very, very faded, and that's not the look of the shirt. So they usually end up coming out pretty much close to the bottom, if not at the bottom, of these tournaments that they play in, because there's a certain persona there's a certain aura that emanates around a person who actually is a noob or who was titled a scrub. Now, as far as a noob, What kind of decks will they play? Fun decks. A noob will play a fun deck, aka Rogue. Any tournament, unless they're semi-pro or semi-noob pro or in the middle, basically they're a scrub. You go from a noob to a scrub to a pro. Okay, so noobs tend to play fun decks. Their fun decks is made to have fun. Most likely they don't care about the outcome of the tournament. They just want to go there, have fun, try to get trades, hopefully not get blocked. But then again, they're not thinking about that because they're on the beginning stages of their Yu-Gi-Oh career. So we'll say a Spell Striker deck like this one here. Like this one right here. Okay, this is a deck I call the Unstable Revolution. It's got let's see, Mage Powers, 3 of those, a Giant Trinade, 2 Invader of Darkness, I believe, 3 Unstable Evolution, a Scapegoat, I think 2 Ryoryokus, 3 trade-ins, a Mind Protector, 2 or 3 Iron Blacksmith Kotetsu. Let's just show it to you. Hopefully you can see it all. This deck, based around this card. When this card first came out, I was like, oh my god, I can do damage with this. Because as soon as Spell Striker came out of, I think, WCO6, I was like, oh yeah, he can attack directly. And look at this, one of my favorite cards. Right there, Injection Fairy Lily. And you wonder why I like her. She can actually OTK in this deck, given circumstances. So got Gear Golden, the Moving Fortress, Axe of the Spirit, Upstart Goblins. This changes the game for me. I activate 1 Upstart Goblin and then now Unstable Evolution is activated. And as soon as I pay life points with Injection and she's equipped with 3 Mage Powers, and if there's a Decree face up on the field and it's a straight shot and you have no Battle Fader, well, you lost. I am not gonna lie, you lost. So this is an OTK there, and that is an OTK, so I can show this to you. First OTK, Injection, Mage, 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 Unstable, Decree. Instant OTK, unless you got Battle Fader. And then on the flip side, even if you have a monster, put it with Spell Striker. It's an OTK, but I have to lose life points or give you life points. So basically, that's the kind of deck a noob will play. And since, well, I consider myself a noob. I do scrub out at tournaments when I do play, but I'm still a noob at heart. So, getting past that. Basically, you can tell them by their appearance. Most likely, they have a fun aura about them, and that's what a noob is. Now, as far as a scrub is a person who's a pro, who wants to be a pro, but has transcended the level at the bottom, which is noob. So they're slightly above noob, and they want to win tournaments, but bad luck is always knocking them down. So therefore, they're not always going to win. How they look, they are going to most likely. I'm wearing this only because I print these t-shirts at work. This is a shirt they were going to use as practice shirts, so I take them so I can wear it to work, so I don't have to use my clothes. They'll wear something just very simple. It won't be button down collared shirts, something you'd wear for an interview or anything. It probably won't be an alligator shirt. It probably won't even be a polo. It'd probably be t-shirt and jeans, something like that. So there's this tier of clothing line that people wear depending on what class they fall in as far as Yu-Gi-Ohs. Now, semi-pro and pro. Your pro people, for the most part, tend to look, well, let's say they're not ugly. As far as their appearance goes, most of them are not ugly. Um, However, they tend to be arrogant. That's one thing that surrounds them, that cloud of arrogance, and I'm not exactly sure why they feel the need to be so arrogant, because they're so great at a children's card game. Now, I myself, I'm okay at the game. You know, I call myself the best loser, because if I lose, hell, it's a card game. I mean, at the end of the day, I can always sell these cards and get out the game if I wanted to. But I like the game, and hopefully I continue to grow with the game and actually make money off of this game, just like the pros do. I'm talking about other ventures, though, not, you know, just selling cards and decks. Although I would love to sell decks. You want me to make a deck and sell them to you? Yeah, let me know. So they have this. Some have confidence, others have arrogance. Others have flocks around them. That's another way you can spot them. They're dressed in the best things that money can buy, because why? They win these tournaments that they sold a mat, they sold a card, and that was their trip. They paid for their trip with, you know, one card, whatnot. So that's how they do it. They basically recycle cards into money and don't have to pay for anything. So getting on that, they can afford to get the good stuff, and then they smell good. All right, the pros smell good, so they're wearing Giorgio Armani, Gucci, Burberry, you know, all the good stuff that makes being around them pleasant, that makes you want to flock to them. On the other hand, noobs and scrubs, especially the portly gents who play the game, tend to forget to wear deodorant, or they don't put enough, or they don't realize, and they're used to their own scent, so they don't realize that they are, for lack of better words, smelling like a rhino inside of an African tribe in Somalia. I mean, there's no simple way to put that. Some people don't know that they're causing a stink, and it's kind of hard to tell someone, hey, you might want to go reapply, because there are people here that are complaining about you. But you know that's comes, as far as a judge goes, tact and diplomacy. You don't want to hurt someone's feelings and tell them, hey, you stink. You might want to go and take care of something right quick. You know, I don't want to go into any further than that. So basically, those are your differences between your noobs, your scrubs, and your pros and semi-pros. Now, getting on that, if you were to look at me, when I go to a tournament when I'm not playing, here's what I'm in. I'm always in install wall gear, basically. I have a black button-down shirt. If I don't wear my black tie, it's probably the maroon one, or a blue one, or a red one. I'm wearing a tie. I'm wearing my black belt. I'm wearing my black slacks. I'm wearing my black boots. And depending on if I feel like it, or if I have too much hair, then I'm wearing a backwards black hat. So, where is my fedora hat? Yeah, I think I should do that next time I go to a tournament with my fedora. So that's what I'm in. So I'm more of, hey, I'm here to play. Let's play. But I'm here for fun. You can't tell it by the way I look, but I'm here to play for fun. And even if it comes down to the wire, I can always say, hey, look, dude, you gave me a really good game. I'm glad that I played against you. What's your name? If you feel like we can exchange info at the end of the tournament, and then we can actually trade deck ideas and card tips and tricks and whatnot, because that's the kind of person I am. I'd rather network through Yu-Gi-Oh! For people that I don't know. Alright, so that's going to end the video. And you guys keep subscribing, Thank you guys. It's T-Bert 325.